What's up, guys? Wanted to do this today and go over the ways that you can actually get started investing in real estate. All right. One of the ways, and you guys may have seen me talk about this before, but you can do it yourself. You can take your hard-earned money from your business or your job, and you can go off and you can invest in a deal, right? So you can do it yourself. You can go find your own deals, fund your own deals, manage your own deals. You can deal with the tenants, the toilets, the termites. You can pick up the phone and take those late night calls from your tenants when there's a problem, or on Thanksgiving, because I've had to do that too. And somebody's refrigerator stove blew out, and before they can cook Thanksgiving, and we were scrambling around trying to figure out how to get that done because our management company that I put together, man, you're a part of it. Look, that's how this game works. So yes, you can do it yourself, but it's a lot of work. Period. End of story. That is not investment. That's a job. That's a nightmare. So that's one way you can do it. The other way that you can get started investing in real estate is you can actually invest in a joint venture or a partnership, which is what I did with all of my friends in the past. All of my buddies that invested with me, the ones who owned businesses, my rich buddies who had a bunch of money parked on the side, they actually were investors and joint venture partners in my deals. I found the deals, funded the deals, managed the deals, oversaw everything. They put in money in the deal, and I picked up the phone and called them. When we had banking calls, I was like, hey, we got a banking call today. I need you on the phone. Or, hey, I'm working on this stuff. Jump on the line. We need to kind of go over something really fast. Hey, these are the financials. This are my decisions. And I wanted to kind of go over this with you real fast, get your input. That's also not investing. Like my partners were like, Vic, you handle it. Over time, especially when anything lasted like longer than even 12 months. My partners are like, you do it. They were like, I know you want to involve me, but I'm busy. Like I'm working on this stuff. And that was cool. Like that's what I really wanted. Most people don't want to be bothered when they invest. They just want the money. They want to put money in, get money out. That's a great investment, especially when you trust your partner. But that is a way for you to do it. So if you have some skill that you feel like, hey, I'm going to go find the deals and I'm going to manage the deals and I'm going to find an investment partner, or you got a bunch of money and you're going to go find someone like me that goes, look, I want to just go ahead on and make the investment and you and I can partner on this. I got a skill, you got a skill. Let's get married because that's what it is. It's a marriage. So that's the other way to do that. So number one, you can do it yourself. Number two, you can invest or you can do it as a joint partnership with somebody else. All right. So number three, you can do this as which gets a little bit more professional, which is where you should be thinking if you're making an investment in real estate, is you can invest in a REIT. Now, a REIT is not real estate. You don't own any real estate. You own shares of a company that owns the real estate, and you get a dividend. You don't get a distribution from cash flow. You get a dividend from stocks, which means you don't get the tax benefits. And if the stock market goes up and down, which it does, it's going to affect the stock values of the shares that you own in this REIT. So that value can go up and down. So that's going to affect your dividend payments and things like that. It really does matter. You don't get the write-offs, you don't get the tax benefits. You get a 1099 as opposed to a K1 as a partnership stuff. It's just very different. It's not the same thing, but your financial advisor is going to say, yeah, you should diversify your account. We should kind of put you in some real estate. And they're going to get you in real estate stocks or a company that owns it, like an Equity Residential or an Avalon Bay, things like that, or a Blackstone. Those are REITs. You don't own any real estate. Just being clear on that. But that is another way for you to do it. And last but not least, you can invest in a syndication or a fund, like which is what we do. We have a fund. So we have a real estate fund. You're a partner. We do an 80-20 split. 80% of our fund is for the investor, for you guys, right? 20% is us. So we're the general partner, you're the limited partner, which means you're the passive investor. You don't get to make any decisions. You got to trust us in the deals that we buy, but you get all the benefits of being a partnership. You get the capital preservation, you get the cash flow, you get the future appreciation of that property that we are in control of. It's not in control of the stock market. It's in control based on my decisions and our property management company's decisions. And then next, you also get the tax benefits. You get the write-offs, you get a K1. It gets passed through to you guys. So most of the cash flow that you would receive from your investments, you probably won't pay any taxes on that for the first 3 years or so because you get the benefits of being an actual owner in the deal. Now, if you do that with a syndicate, with a fund, you're basing it off the business plan. We find the deals, fund the deals, manage the deals, great assets, great locations, top markets in cities like Southern California, San Diego, Orange County, pushing into some areas in LA County, which is some of the areas that we look at. That's how you would invest in there. That's the best one to me. It's not, I've always done this. All of my rich and successful friends that invested with me in the past, I'm just doing the same thing, but now I'm able to do it with more investors. That's all. I put a vehicle together that allows you to invest alongside of me. So that way you can get the benefits of being a part of that. Or you can invest in a syndication, which we aren't doing syndications, which those guys go find a deal first, tie the deal up, then they go raise the money. So yes, it's based on the deal, but it's also noose around their neck, man. It's not, that business plan can change because they're forced to go get raise the money. So sometimes you can miss something or make bad mistakes. Not saying it's bad, but that's another way. So those are the four ways. Do it yourself, do it as a partnership. You can invest in a REIT, which is not really real estate. You're investing in stocks of a company that owns the real estate. Or you can, that's ugly. You can do it in a fund or a syndication model, which is what we have, which is the fund. And to me, that's the best way to do that because you get all the benefits of being an owner without the work. All right. So I hope that helps you. I was going through that. Now I'm getting ready to go and have a meeting with some investors and have this conversation and also go to an asset. But I wanted to share this with you because the last video sucked. It was lagging and slow and stupid. And rather than we load that up for you and have it jacked up, I wanted to redo it. That's why I'm in the suit because I'm getting ready to roll out. But you guys have a great day today. Like this video, share this video, comment on the video. I hope this answers some questions for you. Which would you rather? Do all the work and get 100% of the headaches and maybe some profit, or zero of the work, make an investment with somebody who knows what they're doing, and you get the majority of the profits by just being an actual investor. Look, Warren Buffett's an investor. He's not a CEO. He's a CEO, or he started companies, but he bought companies. He bought shares of companies. Everybody wants to be the boss until it's time to do boss shit. Trust me, the investors always make more money in a deal. All right, because you don't have the headaches and the work of the CEO and the boss doing the work. You just get those checks, man, and that's what you want. All right, so I hope this helps. Keep this in mind. We're talking about investing your hard-earned money into something and getting a return for it. That is really the name of real estate. You don't want to be the guy that's out there running around and finding deals and managing management companies and tenants like that. That's not an investment. That's a nightmare. You only need one business. You have one. Keep the main thing the main thing. Keep making money where you're at and invest where it makes sense. We're here for you to help. Go to bell-capital.com. You can either schedule a call or you can talk to someone on my team, or you can register and you can set up your free account over at Bell Capital or our investor portal. Do your due diligence, go over the paperwork, reach out to us if you have questions, how you can get involved. But we are here to help you get invested with us. That's my goal for you to invest with us in Bell Capital. All right. So have a great day today. Let's get after it. Boom.